Hi everyone and welcome to She. I'm so excited about today's show because we are talking about you and how to take care of yourself. You know how as women, as you go through the different ages of life, you're like, how do I take care of my skin? What should I eat now that I'm 40 or 50? You know, what exercises work for me and maybe I'm expecting or not? And you know, like maybe there's not enough knowledge out there, or maybe what's there on YouTube or things like that, you're not sure really works for you. So I did my homework and I brought in the gurus for all those things. And I think one of the biggest issues for women is skin. So I brought in the Guru Extraordinaire for skin. And I know the next thing is what you put on your plate. And so I brought in the Extraordinaire for nutrition. And they're here with me and I'll let them introduce themselves. Maybe we'll start with you, then you, and then we can delve into this exciting stuff. So maybe you can go first.
My name is Lilian Mumina. I'm a nutritionist practicing and living in Kenya.
Oh, wow.
As you've said, I basically work with everyone, but definitely I'm inclined to work with women more because I am a woman.
Nice.
So definitely glad to be here.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, my name is Dr. Priscilla Angwenyi. I'm a consultant dermatologist working at the Kenyatta National Hospital and also in private practice. I'm excited to be here. Skin issues is what is my passion, so thank you.
And you know, when I look at you both, I'm glad, you know, like you're an expert for skin. Guys, like look at her skin, it's like so amazing. And look at how you look. You know, you look like you eat all things right, you know. And me, I'm just here in between, you know, just trying to be and hoping to learn from this show so that the next time you see me on this show, my skin will look this amazing and maybe I'll be your size.
You look amazing, Faith.
You're good.
Yes.
So let's delve into this and maybe we start with you. You know, for every woman, you know, they go through like different things where skin is concerned, you know, whether it's hormones, and I don't know how hormones affect the skin. You know, I just know like maybe when it's about my period, I'll just get a pimple here or there and I'm like, why is it? And those are the stubborn ones, they just never go. And then there's a whole acne process, there's things they call eczema. I'm just curious because you're the expert, you know, what have you seen in your practice? What are women going through regarding skin? And maybe you can even tell us, you know, have you had success helping? Are we damned? You know, if your skin is bad, it will never look like yours and we just deal with it. You know, how you look at yourself and you see pores, you're like, Lord, these pores are so big, so large, so deep, like what's happening? You know, are there solutions to these things?
Yes. So the main thing I see is acne.
Okay.
Acne is a major problem. We have young girls to even older ladies coming that they don't want to go to work without a mountain of makeup. They're depressed. You go out and everyone is offering you a solution. Try this soap, try this moisturizer. But there is a solution. Acne is curable. We can manage it. Yes, you get that 1 or 2 pimples during your periods, and even that there's a way we can control. Eczema is another one, from children to even the elderly population. And it affects someone's life so much. You're scratching all night, you can't concentrate, you want to cover up. But I say there's always something we can do. It's a journey, but it's a journey as dermatologists we are happy to work with, to work with you and give you that best skin that you can get and improve your quality of life. Really, our management is to give you the best quality of life that you can have.
And you know, a lot of women talk about these dark pigmentations and these pores. Is that like just how if your skin has pores, that's it, right? Or and these dark pigmentations, I also hear people talking about like, you know, like if you have very oily skin or very dry skin, are we damned to those paths if that's where?
With the pigmentation, there are different causes of pigmentation. Some are hormonal, some are the products you're using, medication you're using. Are you picking at your skin constantly? You'll get these dark marks. And with that, I would say, yes, there is a solution. Dry skin, oily skin, that's how God made you, but we can recommend products that can help you manage. If you don't want that greasy look, oily skin may tend to have a lot of breakouts and acne, we can manage that. With dry skin, there are products we give that hydrate your skin and give you that glow that everyone is looking for. So no, you're not damned. There are remedies and how we can manage that.
And maybe before we come to her on the nutrition aspect, from your point of view, like, if I just eat right, can I just wake up and put Vaseline and move on? You know, because they said the skin feeds from the inside out. You know, like, can I just eat my vegetables and fruits, you know, and forget having to use sunscreen, CG toner, moisturizer, SPF, CG 50, you know, like, is it part of what I eat?
Part of what you eat is really very important, but that's not the end all be all. You have to use the right products for your skin.
Yeah.
Don't wash your face with panga and put milking jelly, surely. There are products that are created for your skin. So you can eat right, but we still need to use the right things, the right cleansers, the right moisturizer. Sunscreen is essential if you want to keep aging and wrinkles at bay. You have to use sunscreen. So Vaseline is an awesome product. Many of our mothers used it on us, but you need to go a bit further with your skincare. Yes.
Wow, I like that. And maybe just to get into the nutrition aspect, you know, I think if there's something women struggle with, it's nutrition. Also because there are cravings that you have. You know, maybe you wake up and you just want to eat like cookies and a glass of milk, or with your tea, and maybe you're not supposed to have that, and you know, like what you should eat. And there's this whole thing of, you know, how Africans eat, or do I say Kenyans, you know, our plate is just full of starch. You know, you think of a normal Kenyan home, there's the mountain of ugali, the mountain of mukimo, you know, or you're just having pilau njeri and that's it. There's no extra veggies, or, you know, like the whole protein, just that whole thing. How has this experience been for you, and how do you help women when it comes to nutrition in the different ages?
The first thing I would like to correct you, there's nothing like the perfect plate. So you see, with the standards that we have for our country, Kenya, we have borrowed them from the western regions or the neighboring countries.
I got you.
So you see, when you tell a Kenya not to eat a plate with more carbs and they are going to mtu anaenda kwa mjengo, it will be kind of difficult. And you see, with women, if when the cravings come, it's not a bad thing. It's not the worst thing that you can do to have a cookie. It's not the worst thing that you can do to have a donut. It's allowed because, again, you're human and you go through the different phases of the month. So your hormones are all over in different steps in the month. So of course your cravings will come around. And again, you've talked about the nutrition being the aspect that, of course, the skin is our biggest organ. It covers every inch from your head to your toe. So definitely what you're going to eat will definitely reflect on that organ. So as I usually say, the skin has a direct relationship with your tummy. And as she has said, also what you put on your skin matters a lot. Because you see, if you put some corrosive products that are going to do away, of course it has some barrier of cultures and such that are very essential in ensuring that the skin barrier and the way it functions is very important. And that is one of the relationship that the skin has with your tummy. The microbes and the small these things, I'm sure you've heard about it. We've seen one of our dairy producers really marketing a product, calling it a probiotic yogurt, because of the benefits that these small cultures have been shown to have on the stomach, on the skin, and definitely the general well-being. So what you eat, of course, is very important. What you need to do is, as a woman, when you're going through the different phases of life, of course, your metabolism will change, your body needs will also change. Of course, a 20-year-old does not need different, the needs of a 20-year-old and a 30-year-old and a 40-year-old are different. So as you go through the different stages of life, it's also important that you adjust accordingly, not just for health, but to ensure that you look good. I have a personal testimony. I have had a problematic skin since I was a teenager. It's not the best that it can be, but with where I've come from, and consider the fact that I've just gotten into from my 20s, I've now jumped into your 30s. Things can be worse, but they are actually improving for me, and I have seen this. And again, of course, nutrition, you'll not wake up one day and you eat a plate of vegetables, you drink a gallon of water, you go to the gym, you sweat out the toxins, and then the next day the skin
you look amazing.
No, it doesn't work that way. You need to be patient. You need to be very, very patient with yourself and your skin. You're a woman. Take care of yourself.
And you know, at some point in my life, after having my third child, I put on quite a bit of weight. And, you know, I'm barely 5 feet. And I think I was around 97 kgs. And, you know, I was like, gosh, like, how do I lose all this weight? You know, and so I got like a nutritionist of sorts, you know, and I did this diet and I was able to lose around 20 kgs or thereabout. And you know, it's, yeah, I should show off here. And you know, the meal plan, you know, like worked for me, you know, because there's the whole thing of having like fruits in the morning, you know, then there's a portioning plate and things like that, yeah. And it worked for me and I lost the weight. But you know, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you want to have a cup of tea, you know, or you want to, you know, just have normal things. Because like the way a Kenyan is raised, you don't eat fruits in the morning, like you have tea and bread, you know, kind of thing. So I'm just curious, from your point of view, like what's a typical meal plan for a day? Like when you think top of mind and you're having a woman in mind, you know, just averagely, what's a typical meal plan for a day? And perhaps you can point out, but if you're 40, maybe change this, and if you're 50, maybe change this. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
My typical meal plan for a day is a meal plan that makes you happy, that gives you energy, and that takes care of your body needs in the different stages of life. So for instance, I'll work with myself. I am a bit active because I am all over the city. I am moving all over and all over. So when I wake up in the morning, I will, like, let's talk about what I've had today. I've had a very energy-dense smoothie. I've had something with peanuts, I've had something with dragon fruit, melon, and some banana. That is a very energy-packed drink. And then I've just had coffee. Because I was to do it late somewhere else, but when I got here and it was offered, I took coffee. So I've had coffee. That is what I've had for the day. But you see, the last night, when you look at my plate, the food that I ate at around, I have my dinner at around 6, latest 7, because I have a baby and I have to feed her. So when I'm having my dinner, I will have my dinner with all the portions. I'm that nutritionist who does not believe in restricting people. But you see, there's a lot of studies that have shown that overconsumption of the things that we love the most, the starches, are actually not beneficial to your health. We cannot ignore that. And the fact that we are Kenyans and we are still moving up, it is important that we also, as we want to reduce the intake of those carbohydrates, we also increase our intake of other foods that are going to give us energy. And you see, with what most people do, they end up increasing protein intake. Protein is very good. Protein is good, but if you're not physically active, you're not working out, you're just like, you're a typical Kenyan woman who's working. She'll wake up in the morning, take her tea, some mandazi, go to work, take tea break, then lunch. And also, if you want to lose weight again, you see, that is maintenance. Like for myself, I'm not working towards weight loss because I think I'm okay. So I'm okay with that. I'm not working. Mine is just for maintenance and to ensure that I have the right energy. I'm healthy. My organs are functioning at optimal levels. Because, of course, again, if I reduce the intake of the energy, if I reduce my intake of carbohydrates, if I reduce the intake of proteins and maybe the fats, my activity and performance levels will go down. And that is bad. That is actually giving an opportunity for disease and infections and your immune system not being balanced. That is not something that any woman wants to do. So if in any stage of your life that you're in, if you're in school, let's say you're in campus, of course your energy needs will be high because you're younger again, your metabolic rate is higher. So you'll move and make sure that you get to that class so you're burning energy. So of course your energy needs will be higher than someone who's maybe in your 30s. She's maybe taking care of kids in the house, let's say a stay-at-home mom who's taking care of kids, maybe you're breastfeeding. Of course, if you're breastfeeding again, your needs need to be increased kidogo so that they can take care of that part. Also when you're pregnant. But again, you see, our Kenyan women, we love ourselves so much. Once you give birth, you become... Is it the princess? The queen. The queen. The queen bee. The queen is just fed.
You sit and you're just fed.
And fed. And you're eating.
And you're eating for 2.
And you're eating, we eat for 5. Because you're told, when you go to your dietitian, you'll come to me and I'll tell you, mi nataka maziwa. I want milk for that baby. You go to your physician, they'll ask you, the baby is not gaining weight. What's up? So you see that pressure and the fact that the way we have been growing up, our parents, you see our parents kitambo, when you gave birth, it was a big deal. The whole society used to come to your village. They come and feed you food.
Yeah, and if you're chubby, you're the happy one.
Yes, you have the happy baby.
Yes, and the chubby baby.
Because it's good for your husband. Yes, your husband will look like he's the man taking care of the family. Yes, so you had to put on that weight. It was attractive then. But again, of course, with continuous breastfeeding, you're supposed to lose that weight. A healthy, normal woman is supposed to lose that weight. Yeah. But you see, with what you're feeding, it becomes a problem again because our quality of food has really depreciated and it is going down by the drain on a daily. Every other decade, things are changing.
It's so interesting how we take some of these things for granted, you know, and it's so easy to just put in anything because you're like, you know, it's just maize flour, it's maize flour, and you just, you know, put in whatever. And I think it's the same thing with skin coming to you, where you're, you know, you just think as long as I use the Panga soap and whatever I find and my skin seems to be fine, I'm like, it's okay. And I'm just curious what your thoughts are or recommendations are, and just through the ages, you know, when you're 20, 30, 40, how do these routines change? You know, like the other day I was seeing a reel on Instagram and it showed, I think like there were like 12 different products that you should put on your skin once you're 30. You know, so do which moisturizer, then what, then, and I'm like, wow, do we even have time for these things? You know, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, even as a woman ages, you know, from the time you're in your teenagehood, should you still do all these processes in your 20s, 30s to your 50s? I don't know what your thoughts are. Yeah.
When you're younger, in your 20s, I say focus on getting that sunscreen on. You're active, as she has said, you're up and down, have the sunscreen. So I like to simplify routines. Patients get surprised when I tell them how simple a routine should be. Because when you put in 12 products, those products can react amongst each other, can react on your skin. You don't know which one you're reacting to. So I say basics, cleanse your skin, morning, evening. You can tone. Tones gives you that smooth finish. So toning is fine. Put sunscreen.
Toning takes care of those pores.
It helps.
Those deep pores.
It helps with the appearance actually of the pores. Moisturize and put sunscreen in the morning. That's it. In the evening, wash your face. People are saying, oh, they're just taking off the makeup with micellar water. That's not enough. You're outside, she's mentioned, pollution, grime, dust. Wash it off with water and a cleanser or a good bathing soap. And put a good moisturizing night cream for your needs. If you have dry skin, get something for dry skin. If you have oily skin, something oil-free for oily skin. As you get older, as you're approaching 25 to 30, now you need to start focusing more on anti-aging. So there are things...
At 25, 30?
25 to 30 as you're heading there. You need now to be more aggressive because once those wrinkles form, now you see, you want to work towards prevention. So now put in something with a retinol. A retinol helps with that collagen production, new skin formation. So you're getting that glow. So it's really anti-aging. That's what I would recommend as you're getting older. As you're getting to your 30s to 40s now, really check that your products are written anti-aging. You really need to do that. So still have a sunscreen, but focus on something that's anti-aging. Have your night cream, have your retinol prescribed by a dermatologist. Don't go picking anything from the beauty shops. We can advise. In fact, I make it a habit. I always walk through beauty shops, the beauty aisle in the supermarket, just to know what's in the market, to check it. That way I'm able to advise. And then the sun. The sun is a big thing. We need vitamin D, but be safe about the sun. Avoid the sun midday, that's when it's hottest, to about 3 p.m. But a few minutes of that early morning sun, 9 to 10 a.m. Get 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's good for our bones. The sun produces that vitamin D in the body that contributes to all our hormones and everything. So get a bit of sun, but be safe about it. Have your sunscreen, wear a big round hat, look posh, look classy. And yes, it's focused on that. It's simple. So cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen, night cream in the evening, and a retinol. Beyond that, see a dermatologist. Will advise beyond that.
But have you had success stories with different conditions of the skin? I don't know if condition is the right word.
It's the right word.
You know, so then you can share, and those watching and those here can also just have that hope that like it actually can get better.
Can I use myself?
Yeah, sure. Maybe like yourself, your skin has ever looked anything than what it looks today.
209 Your first job, you're excited, you start buying products.
Okay.
Yeah.
I reacted badly, got that bad scarring acne with the black marks. Now I'm light-skinned, so any spot on me shows.
Yeah.
I went, I saw a dermatologist, was my teacher in undergraduate, put me on treatment. And from then, I think 2009, December is when I started now a routine, which was basic. Cleanser, sunscreen, cleanser, night cream in the evening.
Yeah.
And I've stuck to that. I use very basic products that are found in the supermarket, but I've stuck to that without experimenting. So number one, for those ladies who are saying, I've tried everything, please stop experimenting with your face. Your face is what everyone sees. It is what contributes to your self-esteem. If you've reached the end of your rope, you've tried all the products in the beauty shops, we are a number of dermatologists countrywide. See one, just Google dermatologists near me. Certified dermatologist, see one. Come with all those products. In fact, we are very happy when you come with that bag of products. Let me sift through so that also you're not wasting more money buying a moisturizer for 10,000, a scrub for 5,000. Come, bring the products, let's work through something. A lot of conditions require medication. A soap, a moisturizer is not going to clear them. You may need a cream, you may need some tablets for some time. And as she rightly said, be patient. Rome was not built on a day. We are not magicians. We're not going to give you something in a day and now you're glowing.
Yeah, in fact, the ones where they tell you in 2 days you'll see a difference. There is the mark of...
That is a lie, and you're setting yourself up for even worse damage to your skin.
You're right.
Give yourself time. Most things, we actually give them a month. The skin reproduces itself every 28 days. So you have to be patient with the medications, with the products. But a soap, a cream, a moisturizer is not going to solve all the conditions. Come see a dermatologist.
And again, you see, not everyone is going to, not everything that works for me is going to work for
the
you.
next person.
Yeah, and then another thing, the WHO has also released a study on Kenyan women, basically Kenyan men and women, on using harsh skincare products. So these products are not going to, of course, it's already known that these skincare products, the harsh toxic substances like maybe the mercury, too much levels of hydroquinone, will give you conditions like maybe skin cancer, blood cancers, and all those bad things to your liver and such. That is well known. But now you see, now it is, there's a study that has been shown that it does not only affect the person that is using it. It is going to affect the household because as you're washing it off, of course, when you, as she said, you have to do like a cleansing routine where you wash your skin in the morning and the evening. So when you're washing your skin, you're using the family sinks, the family taps. So and we are as a country, because of maybe the dry season and the climatic changes, we are trying so much to adapt the recycling procedures, the recycling waters and such things. So if these things are going to be recycled, they're going to find their way back to our plants and foods and such, and then they're going to find out themselves on our tables. And then the problem now becomes not just that person who's using that harsh product, but it becomes like a whole country thing. So as we also try to make sure that we are looking for the best for our skin, our best for our weight and such things, it is also important to ensure that whatever we are going to do is safe.
Wow, and I think you bring up something, and I'm very curious what you think, because, you know, apart from the normal skin conditions and the normal treatments, you know, and maybe you'll tell us what you think on the nutrition side as well, there are all these new age things, you know, whether it's Botox, I've heard of laser, I've heard of, you know, just all these other things that people are doing nowadays, you know, to enhance your beauty, enhance, you know, just how you look and things like that. I don't know what your thoughts are. Are they safe? Are there some that are safe? And I know some maybe are needed because let's say you have like a really bad burn and maybe you have to do something more, but I don't know what your thoughts are on all these plastic surgeries and all these things as well.
For dermatologists, as I said, we focus on improving one's quality of life. So if your face is full of wrinkles and you're unhappy, yes, the Botox, done safely by someone who's certified, that is fine. Laser, we do use it for removing some scars. Tattoos, someone tattooed a boyfriend who now they hate. There's no reason you should walk around with the name of that boyfriend on your hand. Get laser, that's okay. The things like fillers that help with places where maybe you have the the wrinkling and the sagging of the skin, that is fine. But it's fine if used under someone who is certified to give it, not just any quack about town. Yes. Okay. So that is fine. However, what she's mentioned, the mukorogos, stay away from them. They are causing a lot of havoc on skin. They thin your skin, they age you, they make you burn. We're in the equator. You're going to burn with the sun. You're going to look old. Your blood vessels will be showing you look like you're 70 and you're 25. Yeah. Those mukorogos, they offer quick fix. Tomorrow you'll be glowing, but your skin gets addicted and your skin gets very damaged. So I would say, as she found out for herself, avoid those. But cosmetic procedures, no, I have no problem with them if done by the right person. Yeah.
And do this cosmetic, when you talk about cosmetic procedures, do they also include this, I don't know, are they injections or the tablets you take to make you lighter? You know, like we all want to look like you kind of thing, you know, and maybe we should just encourage anyone watching, you know, that the skin God gave you is just amazing. It's like, stick with it.
Thank you,
know. What do you think? Because people are doing that.
People get upset at me because of my views on that. They say, you're light-skinned, you don't know how it feels like. But I'm a light-skinned, but I have two daughters who are on the darker side. And I think their complexion is absolutely beautiful. A scar won't show. Black mark won't show. I am not very much for the bleaching tablets. People are doing it, but we don't know what those things are going to do to the liver, as she said, because they're tablets you're swallowing. The injections you're getting, everything you take is processed by the liver and your kidneys. We don't know what they're going to do to you. I say God made us beautifully and wonderfully. We are different shades. I say let's embrace our color. Yes, and I'm not being insensitive.
Just want to give you a chance, even as we come to a close, in case you want to, I don't know, speak to that woman at home who's having trouble with their nutrition, with their weight or things like that, or with their skin. If there's that one thing that you want to tell them, you know, in like a minute or so to encourage them, you know, to keep them going, I'll leave that to your discretion to just share, and then she'll share.
What I would like to tell that woman who's struggling, it's okay. It's a starting point. Do not be scared to start. You see, the problem that we usually have, you see, some things are mental, it gets into you. So it's okay for you to be there. If you had put the weight because of childbirth, it was unnecessary weight. So it is necessary for you, it was necessary for you to put on that weight. So do not beat yourself so much because of having that extra layer of fat, because of having that extra. And if you, again, if you're aging also, your hormones are changing. So it is also okay for you. It is normal. It will be abnormal for you not to be experiencing those changes. It will mean that your body is kind of maybe dead or something like that. So it is normal for you to be where you are at right now. The only thing that you need to do is to have the courage to start working on yourself. It is that is something that people think it's easy, but for most people to just say I am going to start is easier than actually starting it.
You're right.
So say it to yourself, write it down that I am going to start having a healthier habits when it comes to eating, when it comes to my physical exercise, when it comes to my water intake, when it comes to my sleep and stress management and all this. Then after you've written it down, start practicing it. Don't wait for tomorrow. If someone is not going to give you positive motivation, you have no business telling them what you want to do.
I agree. I agree. I like that. Daktari?
For me, I'll speak to the young girl, teenager who's having pimples on your face. You don't have to live with them. You don't have to struggle with just, you know, a soap for that detergent, really, you know, a panga that you're cutting and saying, oh, this will clear. This treatment. Speak to your parents, let them find your dermatologist. So the young lady who wants to try everything her friends are putting on their faces, your skin is not like your friends. Not everything is meant for you. Simplify the routine. Don't be sucked in by social media. And to the ladies growing older, there's still beauty in your skin. Please take care of yourself. And if in doubt to any of these people in the different age groups, find a dermatologist. We are happy to work with you. We are happy to advise and to see you living your best life.
Oh, wow. I love that. And you know, that is so good because I think in every stage there's the struggle you have, whether it's with what you're eating or, you know, how your weight or metabolism is to how your skin behaves. So I'm so encouraged listening to you, and at least we've heard that there are success stories out there, you know, so we know we can come visit you and get the treatment that we need. Wow, you know, and I think this is not just for our skin on the outside. I think we need to take care of ourselves on the inside, you know. So as you take care of how you look, you know, we are not superficial, we just care about how your skin looks and your body looks. We also care that you're okay on the inside. So like they said, if you're spiritually, you know, obese, you know, take care of that. If you're spiritually starving, take care of that. If you're having acne emotionally, if there's something like that, or the eczema and and you're itching and all that, take care of it, seek help, get someone to help you, and just know that when God created you, he took time. You know, he took time to make sure your skin is dark or oily or dry, or, you know, and that your metabolism is not like for the next person, you know, so embrace that fast and then now walk towards change. This has been She. I have loved hosting you ladies. I hope we can be able to host you guys again to, you know, give us more details and just share more, you know, and maybe we can even do a routine on the show and you show us how it's done.
Demonstrate,
or a demonstration of how a plate should be and things like that. But we've loved listening to you guys, so please come again. Just know you're welcome. And we love you guys back at home. God bless you, and see you right here next week on She. Bye.